Things Motoring is owned and brought to you by CHANGECARS, South Africa's trusted online vehicle platform. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just need advice, visit changecars.co.za.
Coming up this week on All Things Motoring, Ernest chats to some racing legends at the world-famous Simola Hill Climb. And Michael goes in search of some special rides at Cars in the Park, Pietermaritzburg.
I'm sitting here with MD and chairperson of VW South Africa. And Martina, you have been part of the team that brought Pietermaritzburg. So on behalf of all motorsport fans, thank you, number one. But about that process, it's so unusual for manufacturers to do something like this, especially since, they've got the electric cars that side racing. This car's in retirement and so is the driver. Could you tell us a bit more about the motivation to get Pieter down here in Cape Town?
Yeah, so I think in South Africa there's still such a huge excitement around motorsport, and motorsport does so much to not only the motorsport community in South Africa, but really also the community in South Africa, the the petrol head community, the car lover community.
Oh, we've got a huge one here.
So we were like, okay, how can we use one of the last resorts of motorsports and make it a bit special? And then Mike came up with this idea: we must get the Polo WRX to South Africa. And I said, wow, great idea. And then he was like, yeah, but when we get the Polo, we must also get the driver. So he's kind of always slicing it a bit. So, and then we thought wow, what a great package. And and we made it. And very happy that we are here and that Pieter is here. I learned a lot about tires yesterday. So now we've got the right tires, we'll hope, and we'll warm them up. When there's no load shedding, the tires get the right temperature. Yeah. And with that, I think there is a good chance and a fair chance to be on the podium, probably to be on the highest step of the podium.
Well, let's hope the rain plays ball, and let's hope that load shedding plays ball too. Welcome to South Africa, Pietermaritzburg, and thank you, Martina, for your time.
Yeah, thanks, Ernest.
Some pit areas are noisier than others, and some are a little bit more comfortable than others. Raxton, you're looking so relaxed going into this event.
No, agreed. I mean, it's amazing to be back. This event has had such a close part of my heart.
Why's that?
I've just always loved it for my dad and Team RDSA to spend quality time together and just enjoy motor racing. It brings back that passion and that drive that we all love so much.
Well, I know I'm comfortable. I might hang out a little bit longer here at the Andrew Raxton pit lane. We'll see you guys later. The last time I saw you, I had no grey hair. You still look exactly the same. I hate to admit it, but he does look exactly the same. You don't age, the speed stays. What do you think of the Simola Hill Climb?
Oh, it's nice. It's something new for me completely. I've never done anything like this. It's not easy.
So a Mercedes race car maybe in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Bikasalo back in South Africa. We hope to see you back here again. And it's a pleasure seeing you again.
Nice to see you again.
Cheers. We've been involved with Bevan getting into the hill, and now it's been a tough weekend, Bevan, but you finished.
I am extremely happy. I worked hard, but I had fun. It was fun, and I was so grateful that we finished. We crossed the line.
The car broke after the finish line. You literally limped the car up the hill just to get across the finish line.
Just to get across the finish line, we broke down in the estate.
Wow.
But yeah, I had fun thanks to you. I really appreciate your mentorship, and I appreciate all the advice that you gave me. Got a lump in my throat here, but
It was, of course, a team effort, and of course, you got to have a good driver. So Bevan Harris, our Master Drive candidate and winner. I keep calling you a candidate. He's the winner of our Master Drive driver search and a competitor and finisher of the Simola Hill. This is one of the events where we've seen multiple international drivers. I was chatting to you earlier on, Henning. You couldn't even remember how many times you won the Norwegian Rally Championship. So
I have to go back in the books and see. But it's many.
yeah, I know.
Seven, I think.
Yeah, I
And
think
you said 7.
Yeah. So I had to go Wikipedia to find the actual number. Thank you so much for coming to South Africa to join us here. How's your experience been?
No, it's good. I was here. They fixed the car for me in the last minute, so then I'm happy.
Yeah.
So watch Petter with this extreme car was fun.
Yeah.
I love this car. So
And your R5 car, you got an R5 car back in Europe.
yeah. We normally go with cars like this. Me and Petter have done for many years.
So I would imagine you're itching to come back with something a bit more racy next time.
Yeah, we have to have even a little bit more horsepower in it. Then it will be fast.
Well, someone that is able to maximize every single little bit of horsepower. Next time if he has more, let's see what he does. Henning Solberg, ladies and gentlemen. I'm with the king of the hill, the multiple winner. Andre, how many more times are you going to win this thing?
You know, motorsport, if it gets into your blood, you never stop until one day you see the vision goes. So I saw Willie Hebben today here, 81 years old, you know, he raced until he was 79. I can't promise I'm going to go on that long, but you know when it's time to stop. Saddle, 74 years old.
Yeah.
Some people lose it earlier.
You clearly haven't lost it.
I just think, I say, if human beings stop playing, if men and women stop playing, I think we're done. And I would like to play as long as what I can. The moment that I see that I'm not there anymore, I'll probably get a much slower car and then just have the fun with it.
Yeah.
It's not only about winning, it's about having the camaraderie with the people here.
And we can see that you connect with people on a genuine level. But what that lap earlier on, the 37, you were short shifting down here, but at the top of the hill you started pushing a little bit. Is that what happened?
So my car's only two-wheel drive, as you know.
Yeah.
So I had wet weathers on because it was still wet at the top. And I had a moment there, going through the second last one, I don't know whether you picked it up on the TV, but there was a moment that the car went sideways. I'm an amateur, I always say it, you know, professionals can catch it immediately. But for us, it's just a millisecond too late, and you don't want this thing to end up in a lot of tears.
Yeah, of course.
So much rather everybody's happy tonight. That 1 second doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
The record is still mine. And I said to Robbie Volker, buy yourself a new car, you need to take it.
Well, the record is yours, the win is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, your king of the hill, Andre Besaidner.
Thank you so much.
Obviously, as you can see, the atmosphere here is just absolutely electric. Peter, I think you won the crowd over. Just a little bit. I think so.
came here to enjoy and have fun. You know, I'm a retired driver and coming here to drive the Polo with 600 horsepower, you know, I think it was a great feeling to be back since I haven't driven the car since 2018. And all the people involved to make this happen, you know, I think it's been amazing.
Well, we are very impressed by you, Mr. Solberg. Enjoy the champagne. I think there's going to be a big party at VW tonight.
Maybe.
Yeah. And so the Simola Hill Climb comes to an end. Showing us how it's done. That was the Simola Hill Climb. And we're not done burning rubber just yet. At least he's not. We'll see you guys at the next one.
Stay tuned after the break. Michael is at Cars in the Park with some more special rides.
what is absolutely incredible, it's like literally one car impresses me more than the next. Behind me is, I cannot explain, 1981 Golf Cabriolet. So if you think about it, the Golf of this era came out in 1977. For those of you who remember the TV series Dallas, Miss Ellie, Barbara Bell Geddes, what car did she drive? It was this very vehicle. In America, she was driving a Golf. I don't want to say Golf 1, but it is a Golf 1.
Yeah. It's classified as a rabbit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell me about this absolute beauty behind us.
Well, as you said, it's a 1981 model. Absolutely stock, not modification inside, bar the steering wheel that I had to. What I've done is the original Wolfsburg steering wheel. It's come in a brown tone because the interior of this car has the brown texture.
Beautiful.
So to preserve that steering wheel, I've just removed that. Got an imported Momo Grand Prix steering wheel, mahogany wheel. I feel it's quite a nice addition to the car.
Quickly regarding the mechanicals, what engine have we got in here?
Completely original 1800 8-valve K-Jetronic powered motor. No modifications, not even a single air filter that's out of place.
That's amazing.
Yeah, everything is in its area where it should be from the factory. Serviced on time, religiously.
Amazing. Ahmed, kindly remember me. When you want to sell this car, you got a willing buyer. Been lovely speaking to you.
Thank you.
I have the pleasure of chatting to Cindy. Cindy, you look refreshed, you look happy, you look smiley. I'm relaxed in this chair. Tell us about your evening and your day so far.
Came out last night, slept till last night, and yeah, it's been an amazing day, and I think it's all gone very well.
Looking at you, you look like you belonged at Woodstock in the 60s in upstate New York. What is it like spending the evening in a camper like this?
It's just incredibly special. It's just unique, and there's nothing else like it.
So it's well known that I have a particular affection for the province that is KZN. But it's clear to me every time I come here, there's something about Natal. The people are warm, they are friendly, they are passionate, they are giving. Yourself, did you grow up in Natal?
Yes, born in Pietermaritzburg, and I've lived here all my life.
So you haven't travelled much if you're still in Pietermaritzburg?
No, but I intend to travel with us.
Fantastic. Cindy, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. Hope you enjoyed it. When you think of Mercedes, there's certain cars that have just got a history in terms of iconic vehicles. We're standing in front of one. Warren, thanks for chatting to us. What are we in front of right here?
This is a 1972 220 SW115 four-door Merc of the day in 72.
Amazing. Now when you look at the color, the avocado green, is it fair to say that was a signature color for Mercedes at the time?
Very much so.
Completely original?
Completely original. It I'm the second owner.
Right.
Belonged to an elderly man in Port Elizabeth for 42 years. He was a clerk on the railways, and when his mate said to him, "Why are you buying a Mercedes?" and he said, "Ek sal nog steeds hierdie kar ry as ek oud raak en ek uittreë, julle sal 10 Datsuns in hulle inry." And it was classic.
Warren, it's been superb talking to you. May the club, may the show, may everybody involved with it go from strength to strength, and wishing you the very best.
Thank you very much.
I'm speaking with Keith de Klerk of the VSCC, which stands for the Vintage Sports Car Club.
Correct.
Keith, firstly, huge congratulations to you and your team.
Thank you.
I mean it sincerely when I say to you, there's nothing here that's not working to perfection. Tell us about the sleepless nights, the planning, but listen, it's not your first rodeo, obviously.
No, not at all, not at all, Mike. We've been organising this event now since the mid-70s.
Wow, 1976, I believe.
76. The club was formed in the mid-60s, and they typically used to get together in the Alexander Park in Pietermaritzburg once a year. They used to take a little bit of tape and put it around a few of the trees in the park, and as a club they got together. And over the years it got to the point where people were asking for more.
Wow.
And
when the audience asks, you deliver.
Absolutely, you have to. And then of course the thing has just grown to what it is today. It's, I believe, probably, if not the biggest, certainly one of the biggest
100%.
events in the country.
I'm standing in front of what is an absolutely incredible product. No question it's got a racing heritage. The name Backdraft. Many of you won't be familiar with it. I've been in the trade 32 years. If I say to you, have I heard of it? Absolutely. Do I know anything about it? Zero. But that's not a problem. I'm chatting with Trevor and Luke. You guys are going to share it with us. Trevor, starting with you, tell us a little bit about this incredible product.
Okay, Backdraft was started about 25 years ago with Tony Martin and Reg Dodd.
Tony Martin's got a racing heritage.
Yeah. Tony's a Springbok racing driver.
Right.
He won the 1984 Daytona 24-hour, and he's a proper racing multiple.
Was that the year that was that? What had the creepy crawly with
yes.
Sorrel van der Merwe?
Yes.
Amazing,
so
amazing.
It was Sorrel van der Merwe, Tony, and Graham Duxbury.
Correct.
So they drove in the car. So we build these cars in Prospecton, and we build about 20 to 25 cars a month, and most of them are exported to the USA.
Right.
In left-hand drive. We also do right-hand drive for Australia, for the UK, and and of course we do sell some locally as well.
Now 25 units, that's for a private manufacturer. That is huge, 300 odd a year.
Yeah.
What is the smallest engine in a backdraft?
We put the 4-litre V8. Lexus is the smallest engine we put on.
Pushing out how many horsepower?
300.
Fantastic. Gents, thank you for chatting to us. May the company go from strength to strength.
Stay tuned. After the break, we continue our adventure around the Pietermaritzburg Cars in the Park.
So if you are looking for a special story, I challenge you to find one more special than this. Next to me, I have Roy and his family. Special family, welcome guys.
Thank you.
But what is so special is what's behind us. Talk about a blast from the past. This is a 1938, as Roy refers to it. This is not a Chev, this is a Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
When we talk about the Ute, we think of a Chev Lumina. This was the original Chev Ute. But this particular example has got a very special story. It's been in the family, Roy, how long?
85 years.
85 years. That is incredible. So you and me call us the older generation. We can see the younger generation. Is this vehicle ever going to get sold?
I don't think they'll sell it. Whether they ask me for the price what they want, I won't sell it.
For
it's
sure.
a generation that's going to run through.
Now, a vehicle like this, tell us a little bit about it. What is it like to drive? What is it like to own? What is a pleasure for you? Besides the fact that obviously it's got incredible sentimental value.
Well, the sentimental value comes from my grandfather.
Of course.
He's late, and he died at the age of 118.
118.
118. And he handed the truck to my father.
Besides the truck, sorry to interrupt you, I just want to know the secret of living to that ripe old age. When we think of modern cars, all the extras, power steering, ABS brakes, aircon, this car has got literally nothing.
Nothing.
Even the brakes, am I correct in saying they're not boosted?
It's got hydraulic brakes.
Hydraulic brakes.
No boosters, no nothing.
Gearbox, 3-speed?
Gearbox, 4-speed.
4-speed?
4-speed gearbox.
Right. And the engine, what have we got in here?
The engine is a 6-cylinder.
Right.
It's a 214 engine.
You haven't had it long enough to remember the cylinders off by heart. You have to give it a second thought.
No.
So guys, looking at this vehicle, one of the things that shines through, you can see the smile on everybody's face. What is it about this vehicle that makes you so proud?
My dad's hard work, and I'm super proud of. He reached Cars in the Park. Took him 11 years to work so hard, but he reached Cars in the Park 2023.
You're going to make your dad emotional. Now, I'm a father, and I don't think there can be any gift better than hearing your child, son or daughter, talk about your dad in that way. So, is this going to stay in the family forever?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So the 500,000 I would like to offer you for it right now is not going to be accepted.
No.
That tells us all we need to know. Guys, it's been lovely chatting to you.
Same here.
To our audience, if you find a more special story than this, you have to share it with me. They say you can run, but you can't hide. The beautiful thing about all things motoring is we don't even try hide. At Cars in the Park, Pietermaritzburg, who do I run into? Old friends, Herman, Roger from the MX5 Club. Welcome, always lovely to have you on the show. A day like today, the Maritzburg Motor Show, what does that mean for you guys?
It is absolutely amazing to be here.
Worth the trip of 500 Ks, of course?
Absolutely. 100%.
So now, to my understanding, this is the oldest motor show in the country. Started in 1976. How long have you been coming, Roger?
Well, I had a business in Maritzburg going back to 85.
Amazing.
And I remember in the park, it was the most beautiful venue ever. Since then, I remember it.
Beautiful.
I've never missed a year.
Beautiful. So we did Cars in the Park at Swartkorps last year, what we thought was a national event. Absolutely magnificent. We're doing it in August again. This year is on the same level. Herman, you've always got a smile on your face, and I've often said it's because of the car you drive.
Yep.
Again, coming down from Joburg, roughly 500k.
Yeah.
Is it an easy trip in the MX-5?
It was absolutely amazing. I wasn't tired at all, and it was absolute amazing drive. It was
Mazda head office. If ever you need PR, you just speak to the guys from the MX-5 club. A day like today, how is it for you?
Lovely. Great weather, great cars, great food.
For sure.
Enjoyed my day with my son.
I was just going to say, so now I've got a 12-year-old boy, your youngster, 3.5, 4?
4 years old.
A Ferrari fan yourself? What are you a fan of?
VW.
VW. And did you see, also a VW? Did you see everything you wanted to see here today?
Yeah, we did.
Now, from what we understand, Cars in the Park, Pietermaritzburg, is one of the top events on the social scene in this part of the world. Am I correct?
Yes, 100%.
How long have you been coming?
Every year since I can remember.
Oh, really?
Since it was in Alexandra Park.
That is amazing. So, can I take it as confirmed you'll be here in 2024?
Of course, definitely.
Well, guess who we're going to be interviewing in 2024?
For sure.
Gentlemen, thank you for
Thank you so
chatting
much.
to us. That's my boy. So I have the pleasure of speaking with Privan and his beautiful son and beautiful daughter, who's about to give me some candy floss. How's the day been for you?
Fantastic, man. It's been excellent turnout. Well, we're still getting into the groove of things, but really enjoying it.
But as a family, when you come here today, what are your expectations, and do your expectations get met?
Everything and more, but everything and more. Beautiful weather today. Food is excellent. The cars are just brilliant, out of this world.
Sure.
We love classic cars, yeah.
For sure. So one of the things that I saw today, the amount of Mercedes classics, the SLs from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, is just exceptional. What is it for you that you love about the brand?
Just the shapes, the quality. It's got the classic look to it, and the chromes and the bulkiness of it back in the day. It's brilliant.
But you spoke about the quality. I always say modern cars, everything is good. But when you take the 60s or 70s, Mercedes was and everybody else was
I agree, 100%.
2024, will you be back?
Absolutely.
Well, we look forward to seeing you. Thanks for chatting to us. So there are many things that make me smile. Lovely cars, lovely weather. But a day like today, I have the pleasure of standing, interviewing somebody else. Gentleman comes up to me and says, "You from Ignition TV." So absolutely lovely to meet you. How's the day been for you so far?
Number one. Today it's a very big day today.
Is this your daughter?
Yes, it's my last one.
How beautiful when you can get to spend the weekend with Dad. Your favorite make of car?
I think it's going to be Mercedes.
It's amazing. Everybody we've asked, it's Mercedes, Mercedes, Mercedes. Now I need to ask you one quick question, because I'm a fan of a specific brand. What is your favorite brand? I don't want an explanation, I just want the name.
BMW.
Wrong. Audi. Thank you. Our viewers know. Audi R8. But you're still welcome to be in the interview. Gents, thanks for chatting to us. We've come to the end of another incredible day. And when I say another incredible day, let me explain to you. There's not a day on set that I don't love. However, naturally, there are certain days you love more than others. Today's been one of those days. The weather has been spectacular. Pietermaritzburg is always amazing. The cars, the organizers, the fans. There's not one single box that you wouldn't tick. Talking about boxes, a day like today creates boxes.
That's it for now. Coming up next week, it's all things Italian as we head to the Italian club in Pretoria for a day that was set to impress anyone with what was on show.
The All Things Motoring team now has a brand new podcast. If you're looking to know more about car finance, insurance or servicing, or if you're deciding whether to keep it or change cars, you'll find all the advice you need. Available now on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm standing here, I'm sitting here with MD and...
Want to see some real power? I'm going to show you real power. Gentlemen, so just so everybody knows, the car's never started. We're just pretending. We're trying to do it for the show. No, it's going to start just now, that's for sure.
All Things Motoring is owned and brought to you by CHANGECARS, the platform buyers trust with good reason. CHANGECARS works exclusively with the best manufacturer-approved dealerships. There's no safer online vehicle platform in South Africa.